Hello, everyone. Um, Amy, my birthday was nice. Thank you for asking. My husband surprised me with an iPad. I have never had an iPad in my life. Um, Back in 2015, he got me a Kindle Fire because he knows, like, basically outside of doing this, my hobby is watching TV. And he knew that this could probably help me in my business. So super, super grateful to him. And then yesterday we went and um he got me a case for it, a stylus. So I'm like legit now, guys. I'm legit. Then we went to dinner as well to Bonefish. We got dessert as well. It just was a really, really nice day. And then the weather held up for us nice too. So it was a really, really, really nice day. Only thing that would have made it better is if I could have seen more of like my family. Um, but he made it really special. Thanks, Jazz. Thanks, Marta. Thank Brooklyn. Amy, yeah. So like I'm not a very like materialistic person. I have a moon in Taurus, but you'd say you'd think that I would be, but I'm not. Um, and so like like for my birthday last year, for our anniversary, because we got married on our anniversary, and then for Christmas, like we literally did no gifts for each other because we're like we have goals that we want to reach. So we have opted out of getting gifts for each other to hit those goals. And so this was really special because we definitely don't spoil each other because we've got other plans for our money. And this was just really unexpected and I felt very, very spoiled. Hey, Rising, I have you down. Yeah, I'm such a planner and I'm a handwritten type of person. So I think it is going to come in handy. Thank you, Rising. Thank you, IJ. All right, let's get this started. Looks like we have a good amount of people in here now. So let's see. I am getting a yes, the sun, Amy. Martha, I am getting a yes, the Queen of Swords. Thank you guys for liking the live stream. Sophie, I'm getting a yes, the High Priestess. Gemini love. No, not right now. I'm getting the Four of Swords. Hey, James, welcome in. Brooklyn, I'm getting a yes, Eight of Pentacles. Hey, Jazz, I'm getting a yes, the Strength card. This card also says that you're commanding a lot of attention. Our pizza, I'm getting a no, Five of Swords. Galilea, I'm getting a yes. King of Cups. Rising Storm, yes. Nine of Wands. Hi, Sienna, welcome in. James, I'm getting a no, the Five of Wands. Water Sparkles, yes, the Star. I am getting a yes, Sienna, Four of Cups. Hi, Yasserad, welcome in, Ray. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Yasserad, I'm getting a no, Five of Pentacles. Yes, thank you for liking the live stream, everyone. Ray, I'm getting a no, Eight of Cups. You're welcome, Gemini. IJ, I have a yes, King of Swords. You're welcome, Brooklyn. You're welcome, our pizza. Hi, Star. Thank you for joining us and liking the live stream. Rashima, hello. Rashima, I have a no right now. Eight of Cups. Star, I have a yes. Page of Wands. Nannies. This is a half truth. Two of Swords. This person was telling the truth, but they weren't telling the full truth. Chi. I have a no. Ten of Wands. You're welcome. Thank you, nannies. You're welcome, Ray. For Aisha, I have a yes. I have the Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Lovers. You're welcome, Ray. You're welcome, IJ. You're welcome, Nannies, Chi, and Sophie. We vibes. Let's see. I'm getting a no. Five of Cups. Sophie, are you saying this to me? Because If so, I am much older than that. Okay, 21 at heart forever. That's probably true. Hi, princess. Princess. Does Kay love princess? I am getting a yes, princess. Page of Wands. You tell it to your kids. Yeah, I feel like I'm forever 27 or like 29 or something. IJ, I got your donation. Thank you, IJ. I'm gonna update the list really quickly for everyone. James, are you gonna be able to stick around for your turn? Okay, perfect. You're welcome, princess. You're welcome, Sophie. All right, Ari says, the guy I'm recently dreaming about an image of what my future spouse looks like. Keep dreaming of a tall, dark-haired Caucasian guy with dark frame glasses and lean, muscly body. That's so specific. Is this the image of her future spouse? Is this the image of her future spouse? I am getting a no. Ari, I think you're onto something here, but sometimes our dreams give us a different impression of what's actually happening. Like, I noticed that if it feels like a visitation, then that's really accurate. But if it just images are fleeting in and out, um, sometimes it can be the opposite. Like, sometimes I dream in reverse. So, it might not be exactly like that, but I think that you're onto something. I have the Six of Wands as well. This might actually be your person, but maybe not how he'll present to you in this life. Maybe that's how he looked in maybe another life or something. Sounds like Iron Man. I think she's saying the description, maybe, of who you're talking about. All right, so we are going to move on to donations now. So we're going to start with James. He's a pre-order. Just for the people who are in here, if you've donated before, maybe you want to know this, or if you haven't, maybe it's something good to know for the future, that if you order your reading before the live stream starts, nobody can skip you. It's just a little perk of getting an order in early. And if you're ever worried about sending money before knowing if I'm going to be on or not, you can guarantee for the most part, unless I announce otherwise, I'll be here Wednesday through Sunday nights, Eastern Standard Time. More specifically, you can follow me on Instagram and I post stories of when I'm going live. You can also ask me if you want. So that's just a little something. All right, we are going to start with James. I'll just throw this up on the screen for you. And let me pull up Instagram where you left your questions. All right, so first we're doing a love option 2 for you. Thank you, by the way. Usually at Guys with Glasses, I do like Clark Kent, Superman looking guys. Absolutely. Who doesn't? Hmm. This is an interesting energy, James, because I feel like you guys are still moving forward, but maybe there's a pumping of the brakes. The car is rolling. We're still moving, but maybe at one point it felt like it was going at really good pace, and then it's like, and I don't even think anything specifically happened. I think we just maybe made different decisions and it kind of slowed things down. Um, let's see. I see her kind of intending to hold on to you. Um, like she's not going anywhere, but I do see her in a more conservative mindset. So maybe it's like you're picking up on her and like following her guidance, and maybe your intuition's telling you not to rush this, make sure things are perfect or something. I would definitely say her intentions are to still do things conservatively. So by that, I'm seeing her a little bit reserved. Um, what she's showing, how she's showing up in giving to the connection, work could be a big factor for her at this time. Eight of Pentacles. She could be very distracted with, or maybe not distracted is not the right word, but maybe really focused on her work, her responsibilities, her obligations. And but I still feel though, well, I'm actually wondering if she's wanting to like take something else on when it comes to her business. Um but with this card, it indicates that she's still putting effort into this connection with you. Um the message here again is that she needs to make sure and feel good that she's still going to be able to have her own time. um Sometimes maybe it's easy to get swept up in the relationship with you, that she wants to make sure she's still going to be her own person. I see the Seven of Swords here in her thoughts. I think there's also like ways in which she's trying to um be maybe more flexible and more open-minded to maybe doing things differently than how she's always done them. You continue to be the person to her that's giving her stability and security. And that's a really good quality. And I know that I mentioned this a lot, but I'm saying this with like a lot of admiration for that, because when people don't have that in a connection, and things can start to be really confusing. So I don't know if she's offering you stability or security. I don't know if you feel that way, but she does get that from you. Um, there's not really a block, but I would say an influence might be that neither of you are making any moves right now. I have the Two of Swords, so it kind of indicates that, like, maybe you're waiting on her, maybe she's waiting on you, but neither of you are really doing anything, just kind of like walking in place. Um, the overall energy indicates to me that your connection is very routine right now. So, you know, whatever that looks like for you. So if you talk a lot in the morning and then again at night, that stays pretty consistent. Um, if like you send her a good morning text and you text throughout the day, that's typically how your days are looking. Everything just feels very much like consistent, which I guess is definitely a good thing for your connection. But that's essentially what I'm noticing, is like if you always talk on a certain day of the week, then that's how it is. Or If you only ever talk on the phone at night, then that's what continues on. Things just feel very structured and routine and predictable, but again, maybe for your connection um, that feels good to have that consistency. King of Swords. And if you're not feeling that now, by the way, a little message that probably will be the near future energy. Um, because again, this is the overall energy and what she's giving to it. I feel as well, there's maybe some exchanging of advice that's happening between you. I don't know if she's trying to pick your brain and see what you have to say, or maybe you're going to her for advice. But I see like just essentially trying to be there for one another is here. And I also am getting a general curiosity, continued curiosity about wanting to, eagerness to understand one another, learn about each other's day, kind of get inside one another's mind is definitely a theme here. Ari says more attracted to dark haired men than light haired men, but they could dye their hair for sure. They definitely could. That's if they want to, though. But a lot of the guys I know don't like dyeing their hair. Yeah, yeah, for the most part, I would agree with that. Lala, thank you. So it is coming through that you guys are well suited, well matched. I'm hearing nearing the finish line according to Patty. So I think that she does have a sense of direction of where this is going, and she thinks that you guys are nearly there. I also feel like she looks at you as a great great companion, and someone well matched or well suited for her. She looks at you as like a partner. So I would say that she's starting to feel that closeness and like that feeling that you guys are a unit or you're a couple or you're seen like as one. There's a mutual respect here for you as well. And she holds you in high esteem. I would go as far as to say that she even loves you. Maybe in her own way. If that feels too soon, I don't know. But again, with the history between you two, it wouldn't be unimaginable to assume that she does love you. So that is here. Just really great compatibility is how she's feeling. And maybe things energetically, like between the two of you, you're understanding one another better. Maybe the conversation is easier, more like less misunderstandings, I suppose, and more um, fluidity, fun, playfulness potentially. So there's like that whole thing is kind of balancing out. I think she's curious to see where the relationship is going to go, and this is something that she does think about quite a bit. It does occupy her mind more often than maybe you would realize. Um, she continues to invest in you, and I think she thinks a lot about the future. It's interesting because I view her as someone who kind of lives in the moment, but lately I think that she is thinking more about the future, not so much just the right here and now, but a little bit more past that in time. I think that she's just looking forward to see where this relationship goes. I would say that she doesn't have any expectations because the Fool is here. So she's just kind of along for the ride. But I would say that she has her like feelings or suspicions or intuition of where things are heading for you guys. She does kind of, she's picking up on the hints and the signals, I think. My birthday was yesterday, June 1st. Yes, absolutely. I feel like if anybody says happy birthday to you during your birthday month, it still applies. All right, James, let's look at your last question. And by the way, I did pull extra cards for you because of your BOGO. I saw your comment about you don't know why you haven't been doing that all along. So just wanted to let you know. All right. What's the relationship like in July? So I have the Knight of Swords. Let's talk about like big changes or sudden things that happen. I would say you guys are going to be in a commitment in July. I have the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So maybe this is the month that you guys solidify things. If not this month, you guys are in a relationship in July. Whenever that happens, whatever day that happens, I'm not sure, but July feels like commitment to me, especially with the Ten of Pentacles and Four of Wands. We also have the Knight of Cups. Lots of romantic expression. So maybe getting our feelings out there, telling one another what we really feel, no holding back. Or at least not feeling like you need to, because you guys are established in a committed connection. So, Four of Wands talks about leveling up, so taking things to the next level. Definitely feeling like you guys are taking that next step in the relationship. The Ten of Wands indicates that both of you are feeling like you don't want this relationship to end. Ten of Pentacles indicates to me, that's my like long lasting card, the card where you feel like someone's going to be in your life for indefinitely and you don't really see an end to the connection. We also have the Sun. So this indicates the sun shining down on the situation. This is like a very playful, loving, flirtatious type of card. So that would be the energy for the month of July. Just a lot of like fun, loving, affectionate, like, new feelings like when you're starting something off with someone. Um, Really quickly, I have the number 10 coming in multiple times. We also have 4. So I don't know if that means anything or not. What is July looking like? July is the start of Leo season, which is interesting because I have the sun, which is also Leo. So I'd be interested to see if anything happens through Leo season for you guys. What's the relationship looking like in July? Rising, I got your additional donation. Okay, so I think that July feels like you can breathe. Like July feels like there's no more questioning. It's not like what are we? Everything feels more defined. You feel like you can act with her the way that you want to because you feel like there's like no holding back. And it just feels like a sense of relief, I think, for you in July. You're really persevering, James, you with her in this connection. And I think that it is going to pay off for you as well. Ten of Pentacles reminds me of like the long game. It's like, okay, maybe I'm not getting what I need now. I'm getting enough, but this is not about rushing into this. This is like a long game. This is something that I intend to work hard for so that way I can enjoy this for years and years to come. So, Judgment here talks about you guys getting the clarity that you need in July, which just kind of tacks on a little bit further to what I was saying. Strength card is showing up again. I did mention Leo season as well. In addition to the numbers 10 and 4, we have 2, 20, 17, 8, and 11 in case that is something that you might want to come back to check on. Um, Queen of Pentacles indicates that she levels up to be your girlfriend, and Justice card indicates that there is a energetic contract, aka commitment. Justice also talks about, along with the Judgment card, that there's truths that are expressed. So you guys are being fully transparent with one another, and that's helping things along. I'm just getting like this weird like taste for spaghetti right now with Parmesan cheese, which is really freaking weird because sometimes that happens. I'll get like certain foods while I'm doing readings. I don't know. Usually, spaghetti, romance, Italy, beauty. I don't know. Maybe that's why that's coming through, or maybe you guys share a meal like that in an Italian restaurant. I don't know, but that is what I have for you, James, for July. Um, okay, so let me update the list really quickly. Next up, we have Rising Storm. Rising Storm came in with 2 donations. So, Rising Storm, we're about to get started for you. After Rising, we have IJ. Let's see. And James, if you would like to check in with me after that reading, feel free, but if not, no worries. Oh, you're welcome, James. Absolutely. All right, this is for Rising now. We're reading your questions now. So, Rising, I have the world here. And that tells me that there's a feeling of needing to figure out what it is that he wants. The world says, like, what you've been working on is already done, it's already complete. It's just a matter of getting there. And in order to figure out what you want, before you can start working on that thing, you need to figure out, yeah, before you start working on that thing, you need to figure out what it is that you want. So I feel like this reading may have brought to light to him that he has to sort out, maybe, or I guess get really specific and direct about what it is that he wants and what it is that he's looking for. The world does kind of make me feel like there's a sense of completion, or maybe finishing, or something coming to an end potentially. Um, I don't know if that means that he doesn't want to ask you for a reading anymore, or if he maybe doesn't want to talk about these same themes over and over because the world is like cycles. Um, but I'm getting kind of like the feeling that he essentially walked away thinking that he needs to sort out his mess and that he needs to figure out what it is that he wants, and quickly. I hear like time is wasting. So I feel like for some reason there's some kind of pressure that he's feeling to not be stuck anymore. Um, I think that he wants to feel successful. I think this reading made him realize that he wants to feel accomplished. He wants to feel like he has something to be proud of, that he didn't hold back, that he wasn't a coward, that he actually set out to do something and it completed it, and felt like he got what he was looking for in the end. So this reading just feels really significant in the sense that he's walking away thinking that if he doesn't make moves, then he's a failure, or that he's failing himself by remaining paralyzed, I suppose. Um, Hold on one second, Rising. I'm looking for my water, and I don't know where it is. I thought that I brought it out here. I might have to get up, and maybe I left it in the kitchen. Um, but yeah, he's feeling like he's feeling like a failure essentially. Like he's thinking like, wow, I just am letting life happen to me. I'm not making any choices. I'm not really doing anything that's working for myself, working for my benefit, or I'm not doing myself any favors right now. I'm just kind of letting life take a hold of me without taking charge. And I think that he's realizing that a lot of times things just happen to him and he doesn't seek it out, but he also doesn't say no. So, like, who is pulling the strings? And I think he's realizing, like, he might be a puppet in his life and he's not making the decisions, he's not making the judgment calls. And I think that that's kind of the message here, is that he needs to figure out what he wants and he needs to start making some decisions for himself. Hey, Amy. Oh, you did? All right, let me add you to the list. I need to find my water. Okay. Second question. All right, we're looking at your second question now for your BOGO. You said, I totally get it. I did mention something about communicating and taking action and staying still won't work. Yeah, it seems like it's kind of been brought to his attention that he's stuck, that he's just been staying in one place and he hasn't been really taking a hold of his own life and making decisions for himself. Like he's kind of letting other people make decisions for him. And it like kind of was a feeling of I need to take charge. Or yeah, like I need to take charge. I need to figure out what it is I want before I lose everything. So, rising, he feels a little bit of both. So I said, does he feel happy about this as far as like you moving forward? And I got a yes. And then I asked, does he feel sad? And I also got a yes. And what I'm concluding from this essentially is that I feel like he needs to take a breather. Um, Number one, for your sake, it is not fair to be involved with someone who doesn't know what they're looking for, to know what it is that they want. And I think, Rising, you have a very intense energy. Um, I don't know if you got some Scorpio placement up in there or what it is, but you have very, very intense energy and you're such a beautiful person, but I can definitely sense that intensity underneath it all, where it's kind of mysterious. And I feel like sometimes he might feel like this pressure that he's basically on stage 24/7, that he's like just being observed by you. Um and I think for him to see that you're kind of taking a step back is making him feel a sense of relief. Not that he wants you to completely up and walk away, because remember, I have that he is sad about this. So initially is relief, but it's also like, don't go too far. Stick around, please. So I feel like there's kind of this 50-50 feeling torn. Um, Hold on. I feel like I'm getting a message, but I'm just trying to put it together. I don't really know how to I'm trying to understand why Spirit would give me the message of popcorn. I don't know what that is supposed to mean. I don't know if it means that it's like a movie, or if like something's about to happen, something's about to pop. I don't really know, but for some reason I got that message. But anyways, back to the reading. Um, I feel like for him, it's, sad to see that, but I think also there's an immediate sense of relief that it's going to give him a little bit of wiggle room or space to get his affairs in order and not feel like he's being, I guess, watched or closely paid attention to. I think he gets weird. I think he gets weird when the attention is on him. I don't think that he necessarily likes it or he goes for that, but there's something about you where he feels very vulnerable. And I think that I've mentioned this before, Rising, but I'm getting that message again that he feels very vulnerable when your energy is on him. Like he feels like you can see him clear as day and there's nowhere to hide. And I think that can be very intimidating. So I think it's kind of like a bittersweet feeling of knowing that you're backing away partly is bringing him a sense of comfort, knowing that he can kind of, not have to be on display 24/7 and be figured out. But also because he doesn't necessarily want you to walk away too far. He doesn't want you to completely abandon him. All right, let's look at your third question. You said, I did mention something about communicating, taking action, and staying. Oh, wait, no, I already read that part. You said the goal is to totally, completely leave. Dang. Okay, so I am getting that he does not know the real reason. He does not know. I think from his standpoint, he just feels like you're just tired of waiting around for him to get his shit together. I specifically asked and I got a no. I have the Five of Wands. He has literally no idea that you have any information about this. Um, I think he's completely in the dark, actually. If I do this step by step, yeah, you'll get there for sure. He's completely in the dark, has no idea. The Three of Cups is showing up here. So, I honestly think I truly, truly believe that he thinks that he's just taking way too long to come around, and potentially you might have seen his ex over or something like that. And it just like keeps going on and on and on and on and on because we have the third party energy here with the Three of Cups. But the thing is that her coming over is not necessarily something new. So he really doesn't think that anything like new has come to light. He doesn't think there's any way you would know something like that. He is completely in the dark. And not only that, but he thinks that it might just be because you're tired of waiting around. Um, I think that he's trying to infer with what he's seen you post about to try to understand maybe where you're coming from, but I think he's completely in the dark and he truly just thinks that he's taking too long. That's definitely what I'm getting, that he's not courageous enough. I have the strength card here, that he's not being brave enough to just make a move and he's taking too long and you're tired of waiting around. Two of Swords indicates stalemate, so he's saying because of his inability to make a decision, has caused you guys to be at an impasse with one another where neither of you are going to do anything about this and we're just going to call it. That's what I feel here. Like there's only so much life support that you can give a connection. It has to get off the ground in some way, and the ball has been in his court for a very long time. He says, Page of Swords, that this delay that you've been going through with him, because Page of Swords talks about delayed news, patience needed. He's saying he's saying that she's just tired of waiting around for me. I keep taking my sweet time about this, and she deserves more than that. I have the Queen of Wands here, the Queen of Cups here. You're not being acknowledged or recognized the way that you should be by him, and I think that that is basically the main reason why he thinks this is happening, is that he's not giving you that acknowledgement. Um, but yeah, I don't think he has any idea that you know anything else. His inability to take action is why he thinks this is happening. The goal is to totally completely leave. I can do step by step. I'll get there. If only he knew. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he doesn't know. But the thing, Rising, is that even if he did, would it make a difference? You're welcome. Like, it might make a difference for you, but I don't know if it would make a difference for him. Um, yeah, that's a tough one. IJ is next on my list for a BOGO. Have a good night, Rising. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, IJ. So I have you down for a BOGO. So whenever you're ready, you can post. After IJ is Amy. Donations are open. Thank you, Rising. Have a good night. So there is an energy, IJ, that things are feeling new, where she's saying yes, but it's also still really early to say. But as of right now, what I've seen, I do feel that way. The Fool is here, which indicates to me that she's not fully planted and secure as far as trust. I don't know if that has anything to do with you specifically, though. This might just have to do with her and her ability to let herself fully trust someone and be put herself in that position to be vulnerable. But she's saying Ace of Pentacles, that everything you've done and shown her is that she can trust you. So she feels like you're doing everything you can to instill that trust. And she's seeing what it is you have to offer, what you've been showing her, what you've been giving to her. Um, she's taking that as a good sign. Now, again, because it's the Fool, she's saying it's still too soon for me to fully jump in, but I'm definitely feeling more safe to do so every single day that goes on. And she's just trying to figure out how to trust herself too, IJ, because sometimes people don't really understand their own discernment. They don't understand the difference between their ego and their conscience. And um, they don't know how to figure out, am I in danger, or is this just unfamiliar territory and I'm being extra protective? And let alone if she has any other reasons as to have difficulty trusting someone that could be alluded to her past. So she's just trying to figure out first if she can trust her own feelings and her own discernment and her own intuition, and then go from there. But your actions, she's saying your actions are making it easy for her to trust you and believe that she can trust you. He said, I can understand that. I get it, especially with past experiences. Absolutely. So since that was a yes or no, that's about as much elaboration as I can go on that one. But she feels like you're direct with her. She feels like you take the lead, and that you are offering her as much safety as she feels is appropriate or that you feel that you can give to her. So I feel like that's a good thing. And I feel like sometimes that's really all you can ask, is that, you're in that place. Sometimes trust comes with time. Okay, how does she feel currently about things with respect to IJ? All I want is to be in a position where I can create a space for her to feel safe. I'm trying to tap into that energy. Um, so what I'm getting is that you're trying and she's having trouble letting you. You feel like she keeps you at arm's length. This, like I had mentioned, IJ, I feel like this has to do with her being able to trust her own judgment, being able to trust herself when making these choices to trust. So this is really all that you can do, is offer your effort and consistency and time. And I think that is the perfect formula. But I will say, like, what I'm getting from this is that she feels like she can trust you more than I would say any other person or most people. So you at least have that going for you. You do, but you know she has her fears and reasons, so I never take it to heart. I think that's amazing. The first two cards out, I have the Six of Cups and Judgment, so I literally was just talking about her trusting her own judgment. So, Six of Cups indicates to me that she looks at you as someone who brings her a lot of comfort, familial comforts, or familiar comforts. So that indicates to me that she feels safe around you, just like she would family, that she feels comforted and that you're kind of like a soft place to land. Maybe she feels very heard or seen by you as well. And she just feels you constantly wanting to give to her and make her feel that that I guess for lack of better words comfort because I already said that. But um the Six of Cups also talks about like reunion. It also can talk about knowing each other for a long time. So if that is resonating with you, that's being acknowledged by her here. Is that regardless of how long you've known each other, she feels like she knows you really well, or that you feel familiar to her. And if you guys do have a history together or have known each other for a long time, that's being acknowledged. The Six of Cups makes me feel like reunion or coming together. So, um, there's always this desire to be in your life. And if she's not seeing you or talking to you every single day, there's always this desire to come back around to you and be with you again. I think that she feels supported by you. I feel like she appreciates the space to let herself heal, that you don't force yourself on her or force an opinion or expectations onto her before she's ready. She says that you are allowing her that space to heal, rejuvenate. Um, you're very calm, IJ. I'm getting that from her, is that you just feel like a gentle person, a very calming presence. And that's important for someone like her. She's saying that you make her feel beautiful. You make her feel like she's like your favorite or something. And then I'm also getting that there's like this excitement for the future when she thinks of you. Like you offer her hope or excitement for what's to come. I have the Three of Swords and the Empress here, so there's some type of like sadness or discontentment surrounding either being a mom or being a girlfriend or being a wife. Maybe she doesn't know, maybe she doesn't truly believe it's going to happen for her, or um, she questions her ability to be these things, but there's like some sadness around that. Three of Swords and the Empress. Aw, that's so sweet. She just feels like she gets a lot of love and kindness from you, and that you're sensitive and thoughtful with her as well. Yeah, I definitely feel that she feels beautiful around you, IJ, because the Empress and the Queen of Wands were here, and usually when someone feels like they are incomparable or that they are held in high esteem or that they're really beautiful to someone, those are the cards that are going to come through for that. And that is, I believe, how she feels or how you make her feel. You're welcome, IJ. All right, so Amy, you are next. Amy, if you're here, please check in with me. So, Amy, you said or I guess to paraphrase and understand, you want to know if you are Eli's like ultimate type? Is that what you're asking? Okay, what are the unique features he saw? All right, give me a second here. I'm doing automatic writing, Amy. Because I don't know if I can get unique features from from tarot per se. I can pull a couple cards and see if anything comes through. I'm getting information. So just sit tight. I'm tr just trying to stay connected. Hey Lala, thank you for the donation. You're gonna be next after this, okay? Amy, are you on the shorter side? Something about your height he really liked. I think that it made him feel maybe more manly or something. That's what I'm getting. But he's saying your face shape specifically. He really liked your lips. Those stood out. It's not even just the shape of your lips. It was like your lips have a specific color to them. And speaking of color, I'm also getting eye color. I don't know if your eye color is unique in any way, but he's basically saying you don't look like anyone he's seen before or anyone like in his life, anyone that he currently knows. Like if someone were to say, like for example, who is your celebrity look-alike, he wouldn't know how to compare you to them. You were shorter than him, right? I feel like he's just saying that there's like this like oh, he said exotic. There's like an exotic feature or features about you. There's just a look that when he looks at you, oh, that's what he's saying. He's saying when he looked at you, he didn't know um like what your ethnicity was. I'm also getting body shape as well. Um it's definitely your face that's really standing out to him for sure. Thank you, IJ. Oh, he was tall. Yeah, I think he just liked the idea of like his there's something about like the height difference maybe that he loved. I'm here, I don't know, I'm getting like I don't know, something like it makes him feel more manly or maybe it's more fun. Yeah, so yeah, but when you say your eyes are just brown, it doesn't necessarily mean like it's an ugly color. It could be a really pretty shade of brown or maybe a kind of color he hasn't seen before or something. Lip shape's different. When it comes to your unique features, that to me is talking more about like your general beauty and who you are as a person. There's definitely more sexual things that were coming through um or I wouldn't say specific details, but I would say there was like an underlying energy of his attraction to you that I could tell was very sexual in nature. Um, but you were asking for unique details, so that's what I was pulling for you. I am going to send you um this automatic drawing, okay? Or I should say automatic writing. Because I can do that now because I have an iPad. Sorry, my handwriting is kind of crazy. That's what happens sometimes when I automatic write. All right. You said, just curious, thank you. iPad benefits. Girl, I am so excited for this. You have no idea. I have a notebook. I had a spiral notebook that I was using and I'm running out of pages. I was taking notes for like birth chart reading and astrology and like I just have so many uses now for this thing and I'm just so excited about it. I like the idea of being able to send automatic writing now and feeling like I can do that without having to take like a screenshot specifically um of like the picture itself. I can just write it in, you know what I mean, like on the iPad. So, all right, let's. You said even with highlighting, erasing. I know I'm excited to see like all the creative stuff I can do on it now. Okie dokie. Lala, are you here? Amy, hopefully you enjoyed that reading with me. I just felt like with tarot, I would feel very blocked and I didn't want to feel that way for your reading. So I just figured I would leave myself open to whatever wanted to come through. Nobility for note taking. I'll keep that in mind. You're welcome. All right, Lala. We're here for you. IJ, it looks like I got a donation from you for um actually I don't know. Is it for automatic writing as well? Amy, if you like that kind of style of reading, just let me know and I'll see if I can do it more often for you. Okay, you got it. Absolutely. Well, Spirit, tell us what is the tower happening with Gideon towards the end of Gemini season? Ooh. I didn't even think about that. right, let's see. What is this tower moment happening with Gideon and Lala? Okay, you got it. All right, well, this is what I'm going to say. If the Sun, if Empress, if Six of Cups come through, we are going to say, yeah, probably so. Those are like my kid cards. Sometimes I see it with Ten of Cups. So we're going to see what cards come through. And I want to go with my initial impressions. I want to, like, not have any bias going into this. I just want to see what my initial impressions are. What is the Tower at the end of Gemini season? What is the Tower at the end of Gemini season? An Empress in reverse keeps coming up in your readings. Well, I do have the World here. It doesn't necessarily indicate child per se, but it does indicate pregnancy. Or I guess that could be a loose interpretation of it because the World talks about completion, it's circular, it talks about like expansion as well. So, but like if seeing the World would either be full term pregnancy or bringing a pregnancy to an end is what that feels like to me. I'm not necessarily seeing a child with that per se. But pregnancy might be a theme. What is the Tower moment, please? We have the Ace of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so I have the Moon in reverse. Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Could this be considered potentially, could this be like a pregnancy scare? Is that something that could be possible? Like, maybe worried that you're pregnant or that, like, worried about a pregnancy. I have the Moon here and it's saying, unveiling secrets or releasing or maybe speaking the truth. We have Four of Pentacles here. Four of Pentacles is a way to hold on to someone or hold on to someone tightly. Like not wanting to let someone go, so trying to think of ways to keep them around. What's this Tower moment, please? Obligation. We have Ten of Wands. Two of Pentacles, juggling two or more things. King of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Does a pregnancy scare sound right? You think he might be cheating on you? Okay, yeah, let's go down that route. And I want to confirm with my pendulum as well because that's important. Because the moon talks about releasing fear. What if he's here to tell you that all right, I'm just going to say it. What if he's here to tell you at the end of Gemini season what's really been going on with him and that um he was scared to tell you and like nothing's happening now and everything's resolved, but like wondering because like something feels like remorse from him. I will say it feels like an apology and like give me a chance kind of thing. He's trying to make up for either leaving you or something else. Let's see. I see, okay. Does this reading have to do with Lala, please? This reading about the pregnancy theme, does this have to do with someone else? Does this have to do with Lala? Okay, so I'm getting the impression, Lala, that he I don't want to say this word out loud. I really don't. For some reason spirit's like stopping me from saying it. Um because I don't feel confident in what I'm saying, but I feel like my intuition is telling me something. Um I feel like he failed you in some way, and I feel like he needs to make up for it and he needs to repent and he needs to ask for your forgiveness. When it comes to a pregnancy for you, I'm getting a no, but I do have two queens here. And this could indicate that maybe he's been holding on to something that he did in the past that you don't know about. And things are finally coming to the surface. And some time has passed, but maybe this is something that he feels he needs to tell you and has been worried about your reaction. So this could be why you feel like he hasn't been close to you or open with you or telling you things, but it doesn't feel recent. Like that's the one thing spirit's telling me is like whatever this thing is, however he failed you, it feels like something he's been holding on to for a long time that you don't know about. Now, with two queens here, um with your dreams of a child with themes of pregnancy, it could have been cheating. But I feel also, Lala, that it's just this feeling of him feeling like he failed you and feeling like he's been holding on to guilt for a very long time. And I know that you said he has cheated on you before, but maybe there's more to the story or something. And he's been like scared to tell you. Okay, let me see. Did Gideon hide a child from Lala? Please show me a yes or a no. Has Gideon at any point in the relationship with Lala hidden a child from her? Yes or no? I am getting a yes, Lala. But I don't know if this is a child that is here now. This might have been a terminated pregnancy, um, or a loss, a miscarriage. And I feel like your dream is trying to, even through symbolism, it could even be something symbolic versus literal. But I feel like your dream is trying to make you aware of something that maybe you already like feel or have been feeling about this. An Empress in reverse actually would make sense because an Empress is a mother, and an Empress in reverse might be someone who lost a child or wasn't able to become a mother or something like that. Maybe if it happened while you guys were together, but I don't know. I don't know. All I know is for your question, I got a yes. I'm just trying to think of like any and all interpretations of that answer. What I can tell you for certain, Lala, because again, I'm a reader. You know, I interpret what I can and ask what I can and see what information I can get, but it's kind of like mediumship where sometimes you can't just ask straight out. Sometimes you just get what you get. So, I think that what I feel the most confident in telling you is that he is there's something he's been holding on to for a while that he feels he needs your forgiveness for. He feels he has failed you, and this is supposed to come to light in the near future, because the moon was in reverse and the tower is obviously there. Yeah, I can ask the pendulum that for you. Um, and then I'm gonna be going on to the next person unless you want to add to your donation. Philomena, thank you. All right, let's see. Is Gideon waiting on paternity of a child? Please show me a yes or a no. Well, I'm getting a no on that one. It just depends on what kind of, what do you want? Because for your in-depth reading, we answered a lot of questions, which typically I charge per question, but I wanted to get, a little more information for you, but it just depends on how many more questions you have. If you have just strictly yes, no questions, you can do $5 a question. Um, but if you want like elaboration and you want to like do like an open-ended, not a yes, no, you might get more for the $8 mini reading. See what's weird? I think it's just his guilt. Yeah, because that's like the main message. Hey, SB, welcome in. The main message for me, like Spirit kept saying, don't say that it's something new. Don't say that it's this new problem. Because like Spirit kept trying to like give me the message that this is something that he's been holding on to for a while. So, um, yeah. You know what I'm gonna do, Lala, while you're donating? I'm gonna look up symbolism in a dream for a child and just see. So it could be too, it could be your questioning of whether or not you can have a future with him. It could be symbolic, something like that, like you questioning if there's a future here because kids usually talk about um a future because kids, grow up and they're like the next generation. They are the future. So, it could be something like that. It could be you questioning your potential, your relationship's potential. I don't know. I just thought I would look into that at all. Yeah, so if you said like a new life together. Okay, is the past want to know something my dreams told me I already know. So what is your question, Lala? Oh, you want to know if I asked? No, I don't think that I asked that question yet. If it was a pregnancy scare. I didn't ask that question. So I saw a donation for 10, Lala. So I take it we're doing two yes no readings for you. Okay, you got it. 1 second. Okay, we're tapping into Lala's energy. She wants to know if this was a pregnancy scare. Was this a pregnancy scare? Please show me a yes or a no. Was this a pregnancy scare? So Lala, I am getting a yes. Do you want me to ask, like, if this was with the person that you know about? Or, um, I'm trying to think what you could ask as well. Okay. Oh, that's a good question. Spirit, was Gideon taking care of someone because of a scare or a false pregnancy? Was Gideon taking care of someone because of a scare or a false pregnancy? Lala, I'm getting a yes with the pendulum. I'm getting a very solid yes right now. Um, I am actually starting to wonder if this was actually a lie. If this was actually a lie. Like, I'm wondering if this ex like tricked him or something. But I think Lala, because this is like of the past. I think this is I almost feel like he wants to be in a place where, again, I'm kind of channeling for you right now, but I kind of feel like he wants to be, or he was thinking like he wanted to be in a better, more secure place with you before he told you something like this, because I think that he's worried how you're going to react. I feel like he actually might have had the opportunity before to come clean with you, but I think that he chickened out. And I think since then things have been not ideal to bring the conversation up, and so he hasn't. It was, and he's finding out his entirely family knew it but him. Oh man, that's the betrayal you picked up on the last reading. Was that she was betraying him and his family was betraying him? Yeah, because the Seven of Swords comes up a lot. You confirm my dreams for me. That's what this is. He has to confess that he went back to an ex. Yeah, he lied. My dreams told me, and he lied when I confronted him. Damn. So, Lala, it kind of feels like to me that he needs to make this up to you. Because again, that theme of like he failed you and he needs to try to repent. And like, if you forgive him, he's gonna try to do whatever he can to make you like, you know, sometimes they say like once a cheater, always a cheater. It's kind of like the energy of I learned my lesson and I never want to be in the position to lose you again. That's what it feels like to me. But I think he's very worried about how all of this is going to come through. And I think he just doesn't know when is a good time to bring it up. They took his money for a house. Jesus. He needs to forgive himself. It's because we lost a child. Oh. Oh, wow. IJ, if you're here, can you check in with me? So much. Yeah, that's such a strong theme in your reading. He thought she was pregnant too and freaked out. Oh my God. Hey there. Lala, this is so much insight. I feel like this is making so much sense now. Yeah, this feels like a lot of guilt that he's been carrying with him for a long time. Wow. Thank you, love. Little does he know I've already forgiven him, but I am undecided if I will move forward or how I will. Yeah, you're welcome. Man, he does need to be the one, Lala. I'll leave it with that, but he does need to be the one to come through to you to tell you. Um, it can't be something that you bring up because you've already tried and he has not been ready. So he really needs to be that, he needs to step that up. But, if things go how we think, then that time is coming just around the corner. Yeah, yeah, for sure. But you're welcome, Lala. I'm glad to help kind of put the pieces together with you tonight. July. That makes sense because Gemini season's over in July. Oh, no, wait. It's over in June. Getting my dates confused. He's been holding this for a year. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Long time. Well, I'm wishing you guys a lot of luck. I'm sure, Lala, before all this goes down, I'll see you again. But I hope you're doing okay. I hope that maybe, I don't know, maybe throughout all this, you're still able to find peace. Because I know this is a lot. Okay, so IJ. I just wanted to know if you wanted a copy of your automatic writing sent to you. If not, no big deal. I'll just read it out loud and then you'll have your reading. But if you wanted a copy of it, I can send it to you. If you follow me on Instagram, I can send it through a message or through email if you have a preference. He's got his karma and judgment from the divine. Yes, I'm okay. Thank you. I'm healing while he's in turmoil. Well, that is good to know, Lala. Just keep on that track, girl. All right. So I'm going to do this automatic writing for IJ. The stream will be quiet, but I am monitoring the chat. So if anyone comes in with any questions or if you donate and want to let me know or whatever it is, I'm here. I'm just going to be doing a channeled message. This typically takes me anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes to do. So just bear with me while I get this taken care of for him. And then after that, we'll be moving on to Philomena. Donations are still open. I haven't closed anything down yet. Just a reminder, I will not be here tomorrow or Tuesday. So today would be the last chance to get a reading from me before Wednesday. You're welcome, IJ. Just let me know if you end up wanting a copy of this at any point. I typically delete them after the reading is done. So if you do want a copy, just let me know as soon as you can. Donations are open. Okay. Working on his reading now. Your email isn't showing up. Oh, you're trying to put it in the chat? Maybe for some reason they're trying to block it. Hold on. Yeah, it's not showing up on my side. I checked both chats. Um, why don't we do this? Why don't you email me? And I'll know that it's you and I'll just reply to your email. All right, channel message for IJ from NF. All right, IJ, I have your reading. So give me 1 second here. I'm gonna save it to my phone. Okay. Let me make sure I got your email as well. And you're welcome. Okay, so you should have the email. If not now, then very soon. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah, you should have it now. Okay, so she says, I get signs about you. I can't really explain it, but when I think of you, I see synchronicities and wonder if this is something I should be paying closer attention to. I appreciate that you don't apply pressure to me. I want you to know how much that means. You are the first person to give me that, to figure things out for myself. Wait, hold on. You are the first person to give me that, to figure things out for myself in my own time. Everyone always seems to want something from me before I'm ready. No one really gets me, but you seem to do, or you seem to, and that makes me feel seen. Can we talk about a worst case scenario? I worry that you will grow tired and move on because I'm not giving you enough, and that scares me because I need you. And that's hard to say, but I do. You help me believe in the impossible. You give me hope. I want you in my life. I want more with you. I want to keep going. So, overall, to me, it felt like very hard to say that she needs you right now. Um, and she wants to keep trying. She's like, and not even just trying, she's just like, can we just keep moving along? Can we just keep like heading in this, positive direction? I feel like she's essentially saying she just doesn't want things to get shut down. Like she doesn't want to lose you is one of the main things. And I think that she worries about that. She's like, I don't want to lose you. No, you're not going anywhere. I love that. You're welcome. She is scared of that. Hey, Philomena, I'm ready for you. What will this month be like at the correction job? What's this month going to be like? The month of June for Philomena. This month ahead, please. The month of June at the correction job. All right, so I'm getting that there's like a big powerful change coming for you and it's talking about like a new start. Now I do understand that this sounds kind of weird maybe because you just started this and so this is something very recent. But I feel like something good is coming your way. I don't know if this is like 90-day evaluation or something where you're just going to get some kind of like acknowledgement that you're looking for. If you're feeling any type of way of like, oh, well, I just am not sure, or maybe you're just not fully settled, maybe this month is like the time that that changes for you, where things start to feel a bit more grounded. I definitely feel like good things are coming your way here with this job. I don't see you walking away at all. I see you sticking around and seeing this job through. So that makes me feel like you're planted here, like you're grounded here. There is job security for you. What is month of June looking like? What is the month of June looking like? Um, I keep getting like this feeling that maybe you're just not sure. You said you read my mind. Um, because I have the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands. This talks about a lot of responsibility. It's like, is this the right choice? Did I make the right decision? Um, is there something different? Like, I don't know, but there's just like maybe did I take on too much? I guess could be an interpretation of this. Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands. Um, yeah, like did I take on too much? Did I get ahead of myself possibly or something like that. So maybe you're questioning, but I think that you're going to feel much more settled by the end of this month in that decision, in that choice. Um, right now we're still getting our footing, getting getting our rhythm down, like You said it's the long hours. It's starting to feel like a lot. I mean, the Nine of Wands talks about like you persevering through it every single day, but feeling overwhelmed or overloaded. Like this is a lot. And I do remember you like you're saddled with a lot of responsibility. And I do remember telling you that this is basically going to be like work career first kind of thing. Um, so I feel like something's coming for you, and it very well may be like some type of acknowledgement or recognition that makes you feel like, okay, this is where I need to be, or like, okay, I feel like this has been worth it. Um, some type of satisfaction from the hard work you're putting in feels like it is paying off. Maybe you just don't see it now though, because I have the Seven of Pentacles, and a lot of times that says like I'm putting a lot in to this, and I don't know if I'm necessarily getting out of it what I would have wanted. Seven of Pentacles, is kind of this job of or kind of like making a decision before you should be making a decision. Like you should give it a little bit of time for the flowers to bloom, for your harvest to grow, and then if it's not yielding, then maybe revisit. But I feel like this Seven of Pentacles is saying don't make a hasty decision. Don't cut this off just yet. Give it a little bit more time before you make a decision about this. Um, Temperance is like don't rush into something right away. Don't rush into a decision right away. You said you can't have a life outside of this job yet. And this could be just the growing pains that comes along with a career like this that you have to kind of give your dues, so to speak. You kind of have to put in your grunt work type of thing, and everyone has to do this and work their way up. But I do see you staying here with this energy. I don't see you leaving this month or anything like that. Um, but maybe some change is coming for you. Maybe I'm hoping it's a change in mindset. I'm hoping for you you feel more stable, you feel more grounded. But I do understand this feeling of did I take on too much? Was this the right move for me? Um, but I think that things become a little bit more clear before the month is over to help you, guide you into what your next steps will be. I don't think you're leaving. Not in June, at least. I don't think you're going to walk away from this career. But I will say, I do see a lot of the same as far as your day to day. What you've been experiencing is how the rest of June is going to go. But something comes through that makes you feel like you have a little bit more clarity or appreciation, or you are being appreciated for this. So maybe it feels like it starts to become a little bit more worth it. Maybe some type of praise from, your higher ups. Maybe a little bonus after 3 months. I don't know. But I can understand not having a life outside of a job is not a good feeling. But if you can figure out a way to like give yourself a deadline, maybe that will make it easier for you if you can kind of see a way through it. Because sometimes when we're living like how you're living with your job, maybe it feels like there's no end in sight, and that can be a hard pill to swallow. But if there is, then maybe that time will be a little bit easier for you. Okay, a year contract. Yeah, it's just too soon to make moves, I guess. I would just say stick it out. I think things are going to get um something is going to change as what I'm getting from the cards. Something is going to change in June. that will potentially, hopefully, make things a little bit more at ease in this decision that you've made. But you're welcome. All right, so that is the last of my list. I think I'm going to go ahead and do a last call really quickly. I'm going to leave it open for a minute or two, and then I'll go ahead and sign off for the night. All right, guys, that is where I'm going to leave it. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your night. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Just a reminder, I will not be here tomorrow. I will not be here on Tuesday either. So, unless something crazy happens, you guys won't see me before then. You can book a private reading online if you want to through my Calendly.com. It is linked in all of my Linktree information if you ever want to book a private reading. Let's see what else. I think that was it. I think that was everything. I'll be back Wednesday. I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Bye, everyone.